Hi and welcome back to MLM for CEOs. In this series we are teaching you, or I'm trying to explain to you, how to bootstrap your business, how to bootstrap your own business, and how to do that with as little capital as possible. And so far we've talked about the products, we've talked about the compensation plan, we've talked about how to raise cash, and I want to talk to you about a very, very important part of growing your business, which is recognition. Now, people will join your business for the financial opportunity. They'll join your business because they love the product. But they will stay in your business because they love the product and because they are getting recognition. That is one of the biggest reasons why people stay in a business. I've seen people who will resign from a high-paying job and take on a low-paying job because they don't feel valued. They feel like the boss is taking them for granted. So they will leave that high-paying job because the recognition that they're getting is non-existent, and they'll go to a lower-paying job where somebody's showering them with recognition. Now, you've got two kinds of people joining your business. You've got your founding members and you've got your networkers. You have got to create a strategy to recognize the tail off of those people. Your founding members are the most important people in your network because they are your cash. They're your cash cow. They're the people who are capitalizing your business. And so you need to recognize the hell out of them. So you need to have on your Facebook page, thanking them, telling them how wonderful they are, espousing how brilliant they are and how important they are to the business and the fact that they're shareholders. You need to, every single good thing they do needs to be spoken about loudly in the community. And there's a rule with recognition. You chastise in private and you recognize in public. So you need to make that recognition as public as is humanly possible. Everybody needs to know about anything these guys are doing. Then you need to put a recognition strategy into play for the network. Because as this network starts growing, remember your founding members are part of your network, so they will be building your network as well. You have to have strategies of how to recognize your network. Now we've got an entire video on recognition, which I'm going to get Tatu to put into the links below this video. You can go and check that video out. But the key thing, and also, there's also a blog post on recognition that you can go and read. But the key thing is that you've got to recognize people where they are. So when somebody signs up their first person, you need to have an ignition recognition. So you need to say this person has ignited their business, they've signed up their first person. When they do their first sale, you need to have a first sale recognition. If they sign up 2 people in a month, you need to have a pace setter recognition. If they sign up 4, that needs to be a bigger recognition. If they sign up 6 in a month, that needs to be a triple pace setter recognition. If somebody hits $1,000 in sales in a month, they need to become a star salesperson. If they hit 5,000, a 2-star, and 10,000, a superstar. And the issue is what you must try and stay away from is you must try and stay away from winner-takes-all recognition. If you do top salesman recognition or top saleswoman recognition or top salesperson, let's just get ourselves out of trouble there, then there's only one person who's being recognized and everybody else is a loser. So I recognize somebody for being the top salesperson in the company. What I'm recognizing as well is that everybody else is a loser. And that's horrible. You never ever want a situation where you recognize the top recruiter or the top salesperson or the top networker or the top anything. That kind of recognition is totally and utterly destructive because one person wins, everybody else loses. So whenever you're doing recognition, what you want to do is you want to have a hit it and get it. Now, a key thing with recognition is letting people know what you are recognizing them for. You can't let them guess what you're recognizing them for. You got to tell them. So if you say to them, listen, if you sign up 2 people in a month, I'm going to call you a pace setter. I'm going to get you down onto the stage. You're going to walk across the stage. Everybody's going to cheer for you. That is a recognition. They now understand what they need to do. They understand what they're going to get. And if they go out and do it, you then fulfill on that. For example, you sign up somebody. I recognize you. Well done for signing up Richard. Okay. Then your upline gets an SMS or an email or a WhatsApp message saying, hey, John just signed up Richard. Why don't you give them a call and tell them well done? Now, can you see that recognition? I'm recognizing John, well done. I'm recognizing the person who joined, welcome to the team. His upline is phoning him and saying, hey, well done, John. I see you signed up Richard. Can you see how that recognition can scale right up the network? So When you are running your business, and specifically, the most important thing is when you are bootstrapping your business, recognition is critical. Because what you don't want is you don't want people bailing when the business is just getting out the ground. The most difficult time in your business is those first 100 people. Getting those first 100 people trained, getting them motivated, getting them to believe in the product, getting them to believe in the compensation plan, getting them locked into your business, into your vision, getting them to go out there and do the work necessary to grow the business. And recognition is the thing that keeps them in the game. Every time they do something, you recognize them. If they do something cool, you recognize them. If they do something epically cool, you recognize them on a big scale. If they do something amazing, they're all over Facebook, they're over Instagram, they're on your website, they're all over the place. And it must be something that everybody can achieve. It cannot be a winner-takes-all situation. So what I would suggest you do is go to our blog posts, go to our videos, and check out the stuff we've got on recognition. Get onto the internet and find out how companies recognize their networks. Speak to the software companies that you're going to be potentially using to run your business, and ask them how they deal with recognition. Do they have any automated processes in play? What kind of reporting can they give you? What kind of recognition do they suggest? And the idea then is put a recognition strategy together that is going to keep your people focused, keep them motivated, keep them going out there and doing the business, keep them paying you the monthly fee. The last thing you want is somebody who's paying you $1,000 a month to decide that this is not worth it and stop paying you. If that happens, you're in trouble because you're losing that income stream. And I promise you, if one person stops paying you, those skittles are going to fall one after the other. So the idea is that recognition is what keeps your people engaged. Now, I know it's hard work because you're a man alone or you're a woman alone doing this business. There's no way around that, because remember, you got time, you don't have money. So the idea is for you to set aside time every single day to do whatever is necessary to recognize the activity that you're wanting to drive in your business. Now, if you've done the capital raise properly, you have got a bit of cash there, and it might well be worth employing somebody whose only job is to keep an eye on the reports and to recognize top performers. So you put together your recognition so that everybody understands what it is, and you use somebody who's just going to sit there and recognize people. I cannot even begin to stress how important recognition is within the overall scheme of things. I promise you, people who are not being recognized will leave your business and will join some other network. So it is critically important to nail down the recognition. Now, I know this has not been a very long session. I hope you found it useful. If you do find it useful, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, hit the notifications button, make sure that you are following us on Instagram, following us on Spotify, because we've got a audio, all of this is in audio on Spotify, and then get it out to as many people as possible. Please guys, we're wanting to get as much of this information to you as possible, so every single follower helps us to do that. I look forward to seeing you in the next session where we'll be talking about incentives.